Hello, everybody. Coach Lucas here. Welcome to the Grow Revere podcast. New name change, as we discussed last video. This will be an express review of the West Indies versus Australia second test in Grenada. We've got some recordings coming out today, so this is a pre-recording. This is not live. So if you're expecting to write live in the comments, can't do that. This is a pre-recording this time. And of course, this is an express review, so probably a 10-minute review. But anyway, we'll get straight into it. Between the second test between West Indies versus Australia, which was a bit of good bowling, a bit of good batting from both teams, and a bit of bad batting from the West Indies in the second innings. But the first innings, West Indies, they've been fantastic with the ball. West Indies, they've matched Australia with the ball. Again, the top Khawaja, got out twice cheaply again this test match. Cameron Green did okay. Cameron Green in the second innings finally have made some runs finally in the batting at number 3. Sam Constant made a 20-odd in the first innings, really struggled in the second, getting a duck. But the real focus of this is the Australian lower order. They're doing a very good job. Beau Webster, Alex Carey, doing an absolute fantastic job. Beau Webster has been unbelievable. Beau Webster since his return. Mitch Marsh has been around for so long. Beau Webster finally got his chance, and he's scoring runs. Not only scoring runs, he's taking wickets as well. Took another wicket in this test match, a very important wicket as well, of Shy Hope. So Beau Webster's doing it all. He's been absolutely fantastic. Travis Head, batting at 5, has made a little contribution on a and it was a tough pitch. It wasn't a bowling paradise by any means, but I think it was an even contest. Something there for the bowlers, something there for the batters. And the scores, 250 would suggest 250, 230 would suggest, it was a bit of a bowling, but players made starts on this pitches. Webster made 60. Carey made a 40-odd. Travis Head made a 30-odd. Constance made a 20-odd. So there was enough in this pitch for the batsmen to get starts. West Indies, Brendan King made a fantastic 70. Steve Smith in the second innings made a fantastic 70. So I think this pitch was pretty good. I think this is what Test cricket's about, even contests. We don't want to see 1,000 runs in a day. We don't want to see 20 wickets fall on one day. We want to see an even mix of bat and ball. And I thought this test match had it. Very disappointing though. The West Indies second innings, I thought they were absolutely terrible. Azari Joseph and the tailenders put a little bit of scoreboard pressure to make the scoreboard a little bit more respectable, but they were very poor in the second innings. West Indies, that was the West Indies of old. So that was very disappointing. Josh Hazlewood was fantastic. A lot of controversy or whatnot saying should bowl and play, internet glitch, should bowl and play over Hazlewood. Well, Hazlewood, took some wickets. We're going to go off camera here. We're going to look at the scorecard. And so Australia in their first innings made 286. West Indies made a very good score of 253 in reply. But Australia were in trouble. They were in big trouble. They were 3 for 28. But Cameron Green and Steve Smith held the innings together. As I'm back on camera, a brilliant 70 by Steve Smith. He was absolutely fantastic. Cameron Green made a 50. So they finally he's made some runs at 3. Whether he will do that in the next test, that remains to be seen. But Australia were in trouble. Green and Smith got them out of trouble. Carey and Head, put on 30 each. Head 39. So West Indies, they had to chase they had to chase 270, 280. It was tough. But with all due respect to the West Indies, they were never in this match. They were completely blown away. Hazelwood was absolutely fantastic. Mitchell Starc was very good. Mitchell Starc had a very good second innings. Bo Webster picked up a wicket. Bo Webster's picking up wickets as I've been telling everybody. He's a great all rounder. For me, no doubt he should play in the Ashes. That is just a walk up starter for me. And yeah, West Indies, they were 5 for 71 at one point. Shamar Joseph and Azari Joseph and Phillip, they made runs with the tail, but the game was well and truly over by then. So it was a little bit of disappointment how they got rolled like that, especially the top order, because their first innings batting, Brendan King was sensational with 70 on a tough pitch. It was disappointing to see that by West Indies. But however, Australia have won the series. That is 2-0. There is another test match in Jamaica. That is a pink ball test match. So we will go to the third test for that. With a Duke's ball, with a pink Duke's ball. You have to remind, if you're thinking, well, we've seen Duke's ball, the English Duke's ball and the West Indies Duke's ball are a little bit different. Just a little bit different. Yes, they're made by the same company, but West Indies, on their hard pitches, their dry pitches, they tweak a little thing. They tweak something to the Duke's ball. I'm not sure what it is per se. So apologies out there. You can put in the comments what they do, but the Duke's ball in the Caribbean is different to the Duke's ball in England. And the pink ball, the Duke's pink ball, the one that England uses, much more darker than the Australian Kookaburra pink ball. So you might see a darker shade of pink on that ball compared to a Kookaburra, which is nice and bright, a nice bright pink colour. So that will be the third test. Australia has won this series 2-0. They can watch this series next week. So already one series. It's not really a dead rubber because of the World Test Championship, how this is. So very exciting times. Mitchell Starc plays his 100th test. I was debating this a little bit. I don't think Starc should play his 100th test in the West Indies. I think he should be dropped or rested or whatever you want to call it for this third test. Bring in Boland and then play Starc in Perth, which will be the first test in the Ashes, and then Starc can play his 100th test match there. We missed out on Steve Smith's wonderful 10,000 runs when he got out in Sydney. He missed by 1 run, and he got that in Sri Lanka in front of a pretty disappointing crowd. 100 tests is a big achievement. I just don't feel comfortable Starc playing it in the West Indies. Maybe Starc should have been dropped or rested for the second test because he loves the pink. He's the best pink ball bowler in the world. There is no better pink ball bowler in the history of cricket than Mitchell Starc, because of the extra lacquer on it. It moves, and Starc's a great swing bowler. So yeah, mixed feelings on that. Maybe they will drop him. Maybe they'll rest him. But I think he's going to play his 100th test in Jamaica under lights. So this is the first time Australia has played a pink ball test away outside of Australia. Can you believe that? They've been playing pink ball cricket for 10 years now, and this is the first time Australia will be playing a pink ball test outside of Australia. Crazy. So not even in the Ashes in England, they played a pink ball test. So that's absolutely crazy. It's the first time in Jamaica that they are playing under lights. So we'll see what the conditions will be under lights. We'll see if the lights in Jamaica are actually any good at that cricket stadium. So we'll wait and see with that. All I know for a fact that Australia have yet to train with those pink Duke's balls. They don't even know what they look like, apart from Google images, YouTube footage, whatnot. So it's going to be an interesting test. West Indies, that they've played a couple of pink ball test matches, so they're probably used to it. kind of. Well, they played a ping pong test a couple of years ago against Australia in Adelaide. So the first time when West Indies travelled here, not the second time, which was a day game. So they've got some experience with the ping pong test. West Indies, Australia, no one plays day and night cricket more than Australia. That's just a fact. But we'll see how the third test match goes in Jamaica under lights. So anyway, this has been a pre-recorded video. Make sure to like and subscribe. We've got more content coming. We've got the Mulder 300, I think 75 or 365, not out against Zimbabwe. We've got that a special video coming up for that. That'll be a 5-6 minute video. And we might also review that South Africa series against Zimbabwe, which is not part of the World Test Championship, by the way. That's just a 2-test series. So anyway, join me for that. This has been a pre-recorded video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much. We will see you very shortly on this channel.